All right, welcome to all Grenadians, Cariconians, Pitty-Matnickians, Barbadians, St. Lucians, everybody tune into the program. We want to say thank you for joining us. Folks, we were just about to come onto the program when we received some last minute information that we had to get pertinent to some burning issues that we are going to be addressing on the program. As such, we had to take an extra 2 minutes to sort it out and get it on the program. So we apologize for the 2 minutes late start, but you know we're going to make it up, all right? Good. Want to say big up to all the people who are viewing the program for the first time. Welcome to what took you so long? Welcome to Mikey Life, people. This is where it all happens. We talk about the good, the bad, and the Mikey. Things you hear nowhere else. You get it here. Olia, I have one question to ask Olia tonight. What's breaking the internet? Folks, we do not have a horse in the race, so we tell it as it is. Oh yeah, today was no ordinary day, boy. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about it. I ain't keeping all along tonight. Let's straight get into the headlines. Elderly St. George woman is still missing. And her family, they are trying hard to locate her. And they need your help. Grand Lake is making an appeal for people to not cause any safety issues for the pole climbers. You understand? We're going to tell you what we're talking about just now. Mount Pio and SMC clash. We're going to talk about that. The Spice Mass Corporation responds to today's incident. You might be getting that response here first. Spice Mass Corporation to be taken to court by the Mount Pure. In St. Lucia, serious concerns over nudity and lewd behavior during the carnival. We're going to talk about that in a moment. Antigua and Barbuda back to the drawing board on the yacht sale. There are security fears over the Russian aging app, Face app. I see a lot of all they put out the thing there. You know, go and put up thing on all the face to see what all they go look like when all the whole fool all yourself. You know what I mean? But there is something that you need to know about the app. We go talk about that. So we have more things to tell all you about. You know, what we're asking all you to do is to share the program. You see, when you share the program, that's how other people get to know that we start the business. You understand, people? So if all ain't too busy for us, please go ahead and share the business. Yes, we're getting yeah boy, whoa yo. Anyway, lately that talk the people. TMR Show Community College, boy, they had a graduation today now, and they had just about 700 people graduating. You know what I mean? So yes. So anyway, lately that talk there. If all you ain't share the program yet, just go ahead and share the thing. Share the business, folks. We want to let you know that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of WPG10. You see, when we come back, it gonna be real news in all your lily lolo. So brace all yourself.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful word.
This season is fun family time. You can focus on enjoying those special fun-filled moments that creates lasting memories with the ones you love. At Quartz, we're ready to make it happen. We'll help you find the right products to make those moments even more memorable. Quartz, bringing value home.
The third annual Caribbean Comedy Show. Saturday, August 17th at Spice Basket. Stay locked for more.
I own a cut glass. You see what I've done with it? You want to swear it raise the grass. Look, I am a very, very serious man.
The people say that is the best fete in the carnival. secret for me. None of them. The St. Andrews Development Organization, in collaboration with Mr. Elimas Gilbert, said Specky Show 2019 will be a movie. You must wear it. Some man love the rum more than the woman. From Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypsonian who empower women, singing Sandra.
The way you cock up like a bloody acrobat. The wife at home they can't. She can do that.
From St. Vincent, former Soca Monarch, Calypso, and Road Match King, Hosa. And top Grenadian artists. Stay tuned for more info. For vending, call 404-8131. Becky Show, August 4th, St. Andrews Rainbow City Festival weekend. The color is red.
Grenada, hope you're ready for this one as Exterminator Movement presents Job in the Club. Job in the Club. Going down inside the Tin Shop, Paradise, St. Andrew, Saturday, August 3rd. With Grenada's top DJs and artists featuring live, Looney Spark and Electrify, Muddy, Buckwild, Skull Dog, Alma Boy, and Squeezehead. Get your Oliver $20 tickets now. Pay more at the door. Tickets are available from Zay's Bar and Quito in Paradise, Bogoso Barbershop Grenville, Golden Auto and Accessories Grenville, Heather's Boutique St. George, Jason's Bakery in Telescope, Patel La Poetry, Kelly in La Poetry, and any Exterminator family. Action kicks off from 10 p.m. till 10 a.m. And your DJs representing DJ Super, Mixmaster Brent, O2 Sound, 473 Rulers, DJ Brad, DJ Flawless, Exterminator Sound, Soca Lover Steve. So remember, Job in the Club, Saturday, August 3rd, the Tin Shop in Paradise, St. Andrew. It's paint, powder, mud, and water. Job in the Club. So link up the team for this one, Mod.
All right, folks, so welcome back, and it is good to have you and your family, everybody on the program. And all right, so earlier, the first thing that I want to tell earlier about, boy, is that an elderly woman who went missing a couple days ago is, according to her family members, still missing, and they would like your help in locating her. All right, so she's 82 years old. And her name is Veronica Thompson. All right, and she's originally from New Hampshire in St. George. Now, Thompson was last seen on Tuesday, 16 July, between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5 p.m., wearing a checkered blue and white skirt and a light blue jersey. She's approximately 5 feet 8 inches in height, slim built, and brown in complexion. Anyone seen Veronica Thompson or has any information about her whereabouts, you're asked to contact the South St. George Police Station at 444-4454, Central Police Station 4402244 or 4402245, CID at 4403921, Police Emergency at 911, or you can also call the police hotline. The police hotline is 444-1958. Or you can also call the nearest police station. Now, there was one of her family members who said that someone said that she took a bus. All right, so she may also be in an area that she's unfamiliar with, and so you just have to look out for her. If you find that there's somebody wandering in the area that looks like they're within the age of 80, 81, 82, 83, thereabout, it may just be her. At least you have the advantage of seeing a picture on your screen. So if anyone looks like that, you can feel free to approach them and ask them what's their name and so on. You know, usually persons of that age may be a bit disoriented and not sure of their name, their age, and where they're from. But still, you can probe a bit just to make sure it is or isn't her. All right? Good. We are moving on. And so the next thing that we have to tell our little boy, it's in the news right now that the Grenada Electricity Company, Grenelec, they have put out information asking the public to avoid certain practices concerning poles because it hinders response time in dealing with emergencies. They're asking the public, promoters of events, and people who are usually doing this, particularly putting signs and so on the poles to please desist from this practice. They say it's for safety's sake. Do not post those signs and posters or banners on these poles. Now, in an emergency, Grenelec is saying that the sign, nails and staples and glue make it really difficult for the Grenelec linesmen to safely climb the poles, which delay the response time. Now, it went on to say that the sign also covers the pole number, and these pole numbers are necessary to report a fault. So, for example, if something is happening in a particular area, the person who is reporting the incident or whatever is happening needs to look at the pole so that they can see the number. Once they give Grenelec that number, then Grenelec knows exactly where they're going. So they're asking the general public, they understand that you want to promote a little event, make a money for, thing. But please, not to stick your pole, your banners and so on. You can imagine, climbing up there and you have these rusty staple and thing and just pierce the linesman's hand or something like that. That's not good. All right, good. We are moving on. Now, in the CONCACAF Women's Under-20 Qualifying Championship taking place in Guyana, Grenada edged out Barbados 1-0 yesterday, boy. We mashed up the place. All right, and the goal scorer was Naya Hood. St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Anguilla played to a goalless draw. Bermuda defeated Suriname 6-0. St. Lucia beat Antigua and Barbuda 3-1, and their wins, there were 3 wins in as many matches. St. Lucia is citing an entry into the next round. They are looking pretty good. But we're looking good too. Take all the time with us. All right, also a little sports again. The Grenada Football Association, the GFA, is still to name its under-23 squad for the 2019 Caribbean Olympic qualifiers. All right, but once we get the full squad and things like that, we're going to tell you more about it. All right. Okay, so I think most people are interested in the whole Montpio issue. Listen, I don't get real hours. When people texting me any program about, I'm going to get hours for that text. They say, Watergate in Grenada, boy. Woo! Anyway, so, yes, let's address the Watergate issue. There's been a recent dispute between the Spice Mass Corporation and the owner of the Mount Pure Water. But let's go back to where this all started. Now, Mount Pure is alleging that the Spice Mass Corporation is blocking them from being able to sell their products for the carnival. They're alleging that their vendors or their merchants are being made to sign agreements that they will not sell Mount Pure Water at the Spice Mass events or for Spice Mass, failing which there might be a penalty against those who broke that expectation or who break that agreement. Now, Mount Pure is calling foul with this one. In fact, they have decided to speak to our lawyer, Ruggles Ferguson, who has confirmed that the exclusive rights was awarded to another company by the Spice Mass Corporation, and that they will be challenging this in court. And the first hearing is going to be on the 23rd of this month. There's a couple days from now. According to reports, the matter was filed on July 17, 2019. That was yesterday. All right. However, today, officials from the Mount Pure brand held a press conference. I ain't making it up. They held a press conference to update the media on the whole business. You know, Kevin Peterkin, boy. Yes, I believe he's the marketing executive of the brand. he said that preparation was already on the way. You know, they did a lot to make sure that they're able to meet the demands during this carnival season. But due to this ban, it is impeding this.
Essentially, with Spice Mass Corporation placing a ban on Mount Pure products, it affects a lot of us as Grenadians. Directly and indirectly, we employ over 200 people, and we are always looking for ways to grow the company so that we could employ more people. We understand what's happening with unemployment and what it could lead to. So as part of our strategy, we contacted SMC. We started to plan for Carnival 2019 since last September. So we contacted SMC. We made arrangements to have discussions on sponsorship, even though the decision to not include Mount Pure was already made. We did not know that not until recently. We also entered into an international water tasting competition, the largest and most prestigious in the world. We placed third. So out of 112 entries from 54 countries, all 5 continents, Mount Pure, or let's just say Grenada, a Grenada water placed third. So that shows not just the people of Grenada, but the world that we have a good product, right? And this is all a part of our strategy to establish ourselves as a Grenadian product. The name Mount Pure, as Ms. McQueen always say, that we need to put the pure back in Grenada. We talk about Pure Grenada, and we have Mount Pure, and a product that we can boast of being the best. So for us now to be hit with this news that we cannot vend, we cannot sell our products during the Carnival parade, that's a low blow. We've put so many plans in place. We've conducted interviews, we've conducted job fairs, you know, we've hired people, we've started additional shifts just to ensure that we are prepared. And in our preparation, we see that we're creating employment. So it's something that we are going to continue going forward.
Now, Peter King saying it's true due to the fact that their product is not going to be allowed to be sold, not even by their vendors, that they had to take that decision to take the matter to court.
So with this ban now that our products cannot be sold, we had to take legal action, because it is affecting hundreds of vendors. We have contracts with some of these vendors. Some have already placed their orders. They've already paid for the orders in anticipation of Carnival, because we sent out letters saying that you need to order in advance because the season is going to be busy. So they have placed their orders, they have paid, so now they're coming back wanting to break their contract because they have been told that they cannot sell Mount Pure products. So not only Mount Pure cannot vend, the vendors have been told that they cannot sell Mount Pure products. So which means along the Carnival route, if this is to continue along the Carnival route, any one of you who are a vendor selling Mount Pure products, this is what SMC is saying, there will be implications for you. You could be shut down. So if you have a small shop and you happen to be along the route, they're going to go in your shop to make sure that you're not selling Mount Pure products. What does that sound like to you? That sounds like absolute rubbish and victimization. Not only to a Grenadian, but to hundreds of Grenadians. And this is affecting us, and we want Grenada to know how it's affecting us. We want SMC to rescind the decision and make the playing field level so that all of the players, all of the bottled water, as a matter of fact, all companies, all Grenadian companies should be able to participate in Spice Mass in some way or other.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Peter King. And the owner of the company says that he has invested millions into that water company.
I want you to tell Spice Mass, we are going to be there. We're going to have our truck. We haven't planned a parade, but we may even do one, you know, with or without their permission. We are Spice Mass, the CEO of Spice Mass, Mount Pure, will be taking part in the carnival. And if you have a problem with that, we see you in court on Carnival Wednesday.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, that was her saying that, you know, well, you heard what she said, but she did say that they have invested millions of dollars. In fact, you'll hear that in our next clip. Now, following, and I think this is where it went south. Following the press conference, the media was brought to the office of the Spice Mass Corporation where the CEO was present. I am not going to interpret the video as I've seen other people do. We have a clip that we are going to give you the opportunity to take a look at and judge for yourself whether who is wrong or right. That is not our role in this matter. This is how it unfolded today.
Hello. You don't do that in people's office, okay? The man is in a meeting. Christmas preparation. Good morning. Daniel, come.
Yeah.
I just want to do I have to tell can I sell Monkey at the carnival? Can I sell Monkey at the carnival? If you heard me, my feet. Well, sorry, you come. Can I sell Monkey at the carnival?
Hey, boss. And that's camera boss, you're the country number. No. You tell me this is a lady brother. This is a lady brother. Listen to me, you're supposed to be fucking hard, man. You can't do this. Shit.
Okay, listen. The lady with the one. Lady in white. Step there for me, please. Nice. You can't do that.
You wouldn't help the lady brother?
Akita, just step back. Step back. Right.
Please. He broke my hands. He broke my hands. He broke my hands.
I broke your hand, ma'am?
Yes, you have. All I'm asking you is, can we sell? Can you help me up? All I'm just coming to ask you is, can we sell Monkey? That's all I wanted. That's all I'm asking.
I don't want to be on no camera, please.
All I'm asking you is, can we sell?
I don't want to be on no camera. Do I make myself clear?
Can you...
Have your stuff.
God, after spending well over $4 million in Grenada, is this how I'm going to be treated? After spending over $4 million in Grenada of my hard-earned money just to give my people work, that is how I'm going to be treated? What should I do? Should I sell up and leave? Should I sell up and leave? What should I do? Tell me. Should I leave? Should I leave? After spending so much money, should I leave? Have you seen that the CEO, what he did to my arm? All I wanted to say to him, can I tell the people to come to work today? That's all. Can they work? Let me take it.
All right.
You going to the doctor now?
Yeah. Oh, you
Kevin, you'd have to try. Just what you intend to do now and how you feeling at it?
That's right.
I'm going to go to the doctor.
Okay, so just a minute.
My hands.
Tell us what happening there and then what you intend to do.
My arms. I just want to go to the doctor. My arms.
What did he exactly do?
He squeezed me in the door. He shut the door on my shoulder. He tried to kick me out of there. And he pushed me and threw me down on the floor. And the door, when he squeezed my hands in the door. Yes, I am going to make a report to the police. I guess as much you have it all on camera. All I want to do is his job. All I want to do is to give people a job, nothing else. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want confusion. I just want to be able to tell the young people and them they've got a job. That's all I want to do.
All right. Immediately following the incident, we have footage of her entering into a well-known medical facility on the Carenage in St. George, allegedly to receive treatment or at least an assessment of what has happened. All right. Now, we just before coming on the program received a response from the Spice Mass Corporation on this incident. We have the chairman, Sister Genevieve Gibbs, speaking on the matter.
It is important that as chairperson of the Spice Mass Corporation, it is important that I speak on two separate issues coming from what unfolded today with officials from Mount Pure and the Spice Mass Corporation. We have seen various video versions of a confrontation at the office of the SMC involving an official of the water company and our chief executive officer. I wish to categorically state that the board of directors and the management of the SMC do not condone or advocate any form of violence, be it deliberate or provoked. As such, we have immediately ordered a full review of what transpired and have already received a comprehensive report from the SMC staff present at the time of the disturbance. Additionally, the SMC staff would have also placed a call to the Royal Grenada Police Force, and it is our understanding that they are conducting an investigation. We are committed to having a final conclusion of this matter in short order. On the other matter of the Mount Pure water complaint, this matter would be addressed legally as an injunction has been filed. It is instructive to note that as part of the SMC mandate, we are expected to seek sponsorship for all our events. While doing that, it is imperative that we protect our sponsors and their commitment to the delivery of our carnival products. It will be a breach of our sponsorship engagement if we were to allow any brand that competes with our approved sponsors to date. Through our many engagements, we have successfully concluded contractual arrangements with a number of stakeholders and sponsors whose valuable support is key for the successful execution of our carnival product. Besides SMC organized events, there are many other opportunities available throughout the season that companies can embrace to promote their brand and sell their products. We are optimistic that Spice Mass 2019 will be one of the biggest carnivals ever, and we are excited about the opportunities for positive financial impact for vendors, small traders, local companies, and Grenada as a whole. It is important that we all work towards achieving a sustainable carnival product, a successful Spice Mass 2019, many events, one carnival. I thank you.
Thank you very much, sister. And folks, that's the conclusion on the matter. All right, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? Somebody say a lot of lawyers on the program. I know you're telling me. Yeah, there are a lot of opinions, you know, and I stay away from that. And I mean, we present the sides for you, and then we move on. Folks, we want to take a look at St. Lucia. Before we talk about anything else, folks, they have just concluded their carnival there. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. I know most of you have seen the video in circulation. Videos, in fact, in circulation. And so now authorities there are saying that they have serious concerns over nudity and the way some women presented themselves during the carnival there. Here's a special report from HTF News Force.
Events St. Lucia's officials are concerned about high levels of nudity and sexual acts in front of minors during this year's Parade of the Bands. There have been pictures and videos making rounds on social media in which revelers appear naked or indecently exposed, and in at least one case carrying out sexual activity. Chairperson of Events St. Lucia, Agnes Francis, says more can be done on the adults' part to make carnival events more family-friendly.
I saw about 2 or 3 kids watching when a guy's face was in a lady's bum. I'm sorry, but that's what I saw. And I had to turn them away. This is not what our carnival is about. I don't mind the merriment, I don't mind adult behavior, but when you have spectators who are not able to view the event, not able to take the children to view the event, there is something that we have to do. We can't just put our hands up and say, this is the way of the world, this is the way it's going. I'm not a prude, but I think that we have a responsibility as adults to ensure that the carnival product is at a palatable level for children to at least spectate and view.
According to St. Lucia's criminal code, a person who willingly and indecently exposes his or her genitals to the public or within view of public or any place with intent to insult is liable to a fine of $1,000.
I have no moral authority to make any decision on how people dress, how people behave. What I am concerned about is the breaking of the laws of St. Lucia and the police having a responsibility to do their duties. There was nudity during Carnival, and this is not acceptable.
So, did the police fail to act or enforce indecent exposure laws? Chairperson of Events St. Lucia says perhaps if the police knew the exact size of bands, they would better deploy officers to oversee the parade.
I think that the police are doing the best they can given the circumstances. Carnival this year was just so big, it took a lot of people by unawares. We were unaware of the extent and magnitude of it. Although we planned for it, I think that the size, and that's part of the issue. The registration does not tell you the number of revelers in a band. There's just not enough information in order to make proper management decisions. So we were aware that there are going to be 14 bands, but the size of this band versus that band was not available to events or to the police, so that they would know, okay, we need to have X, Y, and Z in place.
Agnes Francis says there are a lot of lessons to be learned from this year's Parade of the Bands, which Events St. Lucia hopes it can address before next year's activities. Francis has, however, declared St. Lucia's 2019 Carnival a resounding success despite the nudity hiccup. Gina Filippi, HTS News Force.
Thank you very much, Ginny. And folks, if you check out our Facebook, you will notice that a lot of people are putting up pictures with their faces, seemingly with, what should I say, a prediction of how they would look in the next 50 years or so. But is the app doing just what you expect it to do or more? Now the Face app viral trend, which takes your picture and re-images you with an extra 50 year on the clock, may be exposing its users, including you, to its Russian developers. Folks, there are a lot of news articles speaking about that. Now, experts are warning of security concerns with the Face app, made in 2017, which puts a filter over your face, as it has a prominent access to your photos. Concerns focus around the questionable clause in the app, which can access, store, and use images from your camera roll without your permission. Now, the free service uses artificial intelligence to edit. The free service uses artificial intelligence to edit a picture in your photo gallery and transforms that image into someone doubled or tripled your age. Now, it can also change your hair color, allow you to see what you look like with a braid, a beard, with facial hairs and all that. You can also swap genders if you so desire, or look even younger if you want. they're saying that the Face app is currently one of the most downloaded apps for both iOS and Android, as the Face app challenge posts have taken over social media. They say, but with the surge in popularity, some have raised questions about how secure the users of that app and their data is. Folks, they are saying that the terms and the conditions of the app essentially gives Face app access to use, modify, adapt, and publish any images that you offer up in exchange for its artificial intelligence. They are saying that you grant Facebook or Face app a perpetual, irrevocable, royalty-free license to use, adapt, publish, distribute your user content in all media formats when you post or otherwise share. So they are saying that, hey, understand what you are doing when you give this app access. Understand when you say, I agree, what it is that you are saying to this app, the kind of permission that you're giving to the app. And they are saying that you are giving this app irrevocable. You are granting this app a perpetual, irrevocable, royalty-free license to use, adapt, publish, distribute, etc. your content. In exchange, so it's like a contract, in exchange for the artificial intelligence, of course, which is them taking your picture and transforming it into what you see now as an older version of yourself. So it's a trade. Yeah? You give me that, I give you that. That's what the experts are saying. Is happening in effect. So if you have already done so, what I can tell you is, going forward, stay away from that kind of business. How are we looking for time? Time running out, you know. We have so much thing to tell all you, but I find the clock going fast. What it is? What it is? All you. So the next thing that we want to tell all you about, boy, our time for the NR, we had to go quick, So let's go again. The next thing that we have to tell all you about, let me see, what I have for you, boy. Yes, boy. So the next thing now is that Antigua and Barbados, they are back on the drawing board again. Well, the whole thing with the Liat, you know, just when they thought that things were settling down, you have to go back to the drawing board with Liat discussions. Here is another report from HTS News Force.
Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, has turned down the Bajan government's Liat US $44 million proposal. The Caribbean airline has been faced with financial difficulties over the last few years and has been struggling to stay afloat. The government of Antigua and Barbuda has been trying to acquire majority ownership of Liat through a purchase option of Barbados shareholdings. The Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley's latest offer was rejected by Prime Minister Brown, who stated that the proposal was higher than the debt owed for the 3 planes that the shareholding governments are paying loans to the Caribbean Development Bank. He said the planes are worth US $10 million to US $12 million each, and Barbados owns about 50%, which amounts to approximately US $18 million. Prime Minister Brown claims that if his government decides to buy half of Barbados shares, it amounts to US $9 million. According to him, any additional investment made by Barbados into the airline has to be considered as sunk costs. Prime Minister Brown disclosed that Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley is aware of his position and is willing to come down. Brown said if the two governments cannot settle, the better option would be for the Antiguan government to invest directly into the airline rather than putting money into the coffers of Barbados.
Thank you very much on that one. All right, folks, so here's what we're going to do quickly. Give you the a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have the national report ready for you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
Grenada, hope you're ready for this one as Exterminator Movement presents Job in the Club. Job in the Club. Going down inside the Tin Shop, Paradise, St. Andrew, Saturday, August 3rd. With Grenada's top DJs and artists featuring live, Lunis Park and Electrify. Muddy. Buckwild.
We think I'm loud and we smoke it.
Skull Dog.
We run down, girl. For my super bus.
Alma Boy and Squeezehead. Get your Oliver $20 tickets now. Pay more at the door. Tickets are available from Zay's Bar and Quito in Paradise. Bogo's Barbershop Grenville. Golden Auto and Accessories Grenville. Heather's Boutique St. George. Jason's Bakery in Telescope. Patel La Poetry. Kelly in La Poetry. And any Exterminator family. Action kicks off from 10 p.m. till 10 a.m. And your DJs representing DJ Super, Mixmaster Brent, O2 Sound, 473 Rulers, DJ Brass, DJ Flawless, Exterminator Sound, Soca Lover Steve. So remember, Job in the Club, Saturday, August 3rd, the Tin Shop in Paradise, St. Andrew. It's paint, powder, mod, and water. Job in the Club. So link up the team for this one, Mod.
The people say that is the best fete in the carnival. None of them holding secret for me. The St. Andrews Development Organization, in collaboration with Mr. Elimas Gilbert, say Specky Show 2019 will be a movie. You must wear it. Some man love the rum more than the woman. From Trinidad and Tobago, the Calypsonian who empower women, singing Sandra.
The way you cock up like a bloody acrobat. The wife at home they can't. She can do that.
From St. Vincent, former Soca Monarch, Calypso, and Road Match King, Posa. And top Grenadian artists. Stay tuned for more info. For vending, call 404-8131. Becky Show, August 4th, St. Andrews Rainbow City Festival weekend. The color is red.
All when I don't have no money, I go and steal. All when they think we done, I go and steal. Anytime you see me, I go and steal. I jump and I'm falling down, and I go and steal. We having a good time in the venue. Me and my squad, tell you it's mass in the venue. Me and my squad, telling the trouble in the venue. Me and my squad, you must let me out. Me and my squad.
The girls are winding up, à toi. Fellas taking up, à toi. How she back it up, à toi.
St. Mark's, get ready. AMG World together with Great Connection presents Job on the Beach. Job on the Beach. And it's all going down Sunday, July 28th, Duquesne Beach. And we're starting this one from early. Your artists coming to cheer it up. Job King.
Move like I'm so jobless. The girls empower with us.
Sarah the Governor.
How we stay on top of things, how we stay on top of things.
Haina Job and Sosa. Lunis Park Electrify.
Boy, come let we start the bacchanal.
Talpri, Young Mickey, Slider, Contagious, Maddy family, Little Cello, Cuba, Maserati family. Your activities, domino competition, small ball competition, greasy pole, running race, and bunks and castle for the kids. Your DJs coming to cheer it up. Ace the Killer, Top Shutter, Mixmaster Brent, DJ Stunner, Selector J-Boy, Southside Production, hosted by Gates and Timeless. Duquesne Beach, get ready. And I tell you, all the prizes to be won: flat screen TV, blender, and cell phone giveaways. Remember, we're starting this one from early. Come out with the family. Job on the Beach, Duquesne St. Mark's. So we're calling out Victoria, Sautez, Guaptown. Just run up in on this. Job on the Beach.
That's right, and folks, what we have for you is the national report, and of course after the national report we're going to quickly try to wrap things up and come back with the weather for you. I see still that we have a lot of very interesting comments coming through on the program. Well, of course, as usual, we always welcome whatever comments that you put on there, once it's respectable and so on. Of course, we do not censor anything that happens here, all right? So we appreciate all your comments, and yeah, that's how it is. So what we're going to do right now, folks, let's just get into what's happening, and then after what's happening, we are going to give... Did I say what's happening? Okay, I meant the national review. So let's get to that, and then we come back with the weather.
Caribbean Examinations Council CXC tailors programs to tackle unemployment among graduates. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Thursday, July 18th, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. Increasing an individual's employability is the main goal of education, but sometimes educated young people still struggle to find jobs. Registrar of CXC, Mr. Glenroy Cumberbatch, spent some time in Grenada recently where he explained how CXC is tailoring its programs to better address unemployment among graduates. Details in this report by Annette Moore.
In Grenada and elsewhere in the region, many graduates find themselves frustrated by prolonged periods of unemployment, while employers express concern over employees' ability to transfer the knowledge gained in the classroom into practical skills in the workplace. But how can CXC help?
Education has many purposes, but the two main ones are social development and economic development. And somehow we seem to focus more on education for social development as a badge of honor, to say, okay, I got this, I was first in my class, I was this, I was that. But what about transferring what it is you know, transferring the knowledge and those skills into economic opportunities? It is always quite worrying when people have reached high levels of education, degrees in areas like chemistry, physics, but they're waiting for a job. How can you apply the skills that you have in creating opportunities for you and your family in things that are needed within your country? What we try to do for our Cape, for example, is to introduce things at Cape level that would help people to become entrepreneurial. So entrepreneurship is one of those things that you can study, and you study the ideas, how ideas are generated, how you can generate your ideas, what do you look for as a source for ideas, how can you convert those ideas into business opportunities.
Cumberbatch detailed several areas students can study with CXC in pursuit of entrepreneurship, or in other words, small business opportunities.
We do green engineering, where you can identify areas of how do we change our reliance on fossil fuels and look at different ways of architecture to make our buildings greener, and develop some kind of systems, whether it is using wind energy, using solar energy, using wave energy, or whatever energy is available, in order to help provide electricity in this region that has sunlight almost always.
These entrepreneurial employment opportunities outlined are sustainable while being modern, environmentally friendly, and community and economy enhancing in nature.
We offer animation and game design, where students can be creative in designing games. We have performing arts. Performing arts is one of the areas that should be closely tied to tourism. Because when tourists come to our countries, how do we maximize their spending when they come to our countries? And offering our culture to them is one way of doing it. So when you do drama, when you do film, when you do plays, when you do dance, and the performing arts syllabus, the first module of it focuses on the business of performing arts, right? So the business of performing arts is key. You teach them up front how to use their skills in order to create a business, and then you teach them the skills in film making and so on, that they can really maximize the opportunities of their business. And tourism is another one we offer at Cape, and that tourism is about creating an opportunity for you and your family through tourism. Not hospitality tourism or hotel management or anything, but developing trails, developing an activity in your neighborhood that would bring people to your neighborhood, where the people within your neighborhood then can benefit from selling drinks and doing this and doing that. Then everybody then, in a sense, benefit from the tourism product. that the country so badly seek after, and trying to encourage as many people to come to our country as possible, but to come to experience our culinary delights, to experience our culture, to experience things that are ours and that are performed and presented by our own people.
To disseminate all of this information, the registrar met with principals, teachers, and parents at the primary and secondary school level to inform them of all the recent developments in CXC on June 26th. One of the goals of his visit was also to facilitate improved performance among students and to inform all stakeholders of CXC's plans for the future. For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
A proud moment for 669 students who graduated from the T.A. Marisho Community College on Thursday. 4 of the students, Stephon Benjamin, Janelle Braffett, Salisha Dominic, and Alicia James, received a perfect GPA score of 4.0. They were awarded for their achievements at the institution's 30th annual graduation ceremony at the National Stadium. The more than 660 students were charged to lead, manage, and live the change for a sustainable future. That charged by Dr. Luce Longsworth, the Pro-Vice Chancellor and Principal of the UE Open Campus, who delivered the FITIA address. Her advice to them, as she urged them to live the change for a sustainable future: be confident, be optimistic, and sure of their ability to make a change or continue to improve the world that they live in.
Thank you very much, Lesbian. And of course, that's the national report for us. We are running out of time and we need to let you know about the weather. Here we have 28 degrees Celsius as the current temperature here in St. George's. Winds are 16 kilometers per hour, humidity 86%, and the precipitation just about 35%. We are expecting a low at about 26 degrees Celsius and a high of 29 degrees Celsius. A little chance of rain. Let's see how that plays out for the rest of the night. Tomorrow seems to be cloudy at one point, and then if it stays like that, probably we can see some more outdoor activities happening. For the past few days, we've been having sun and rain, sun, rain, sun, rain. So it's been confusing for the past few days. Let's say hello to a few people before we close off the program. Angel, Mishi, Zaka, Eugenia. Also, we have Trevelin, did I say Ezran, Shomin, Asha, Blossom. We have Cynthia. We have Padonna and Noreen. We have Chrissy. We have what was it again? La Recolette. That's something I forget there. Recolte. Anyway, you know who you are. I keep forgetting how to pronounce your name. All right. Recolette or Recholette. Anyway, big up. You know who you are. Thanks for being with us tonight. Angel, Rolanda, and Gwendolyn, and Louisa, Crispin, and everyone else. Rose, Mom, Nika, Clotilda, Sharon, everyone, Kira, everyone else who's usually on the program. We say blessings to you guys, all right? And we're happy to be with you. And we come back. Nakita, I see that you're there. Big up to yourself, right? So all your blessings, Kireen and Della. We're going to be back with you guys tomorrow, God's willing, with some more news right here on Mikey Live. With more developments, of course. All right? Never a dull moment in the Spice Aisle. We give you the good, the bad, and the Mikey. God bless you. Those of you viewing on WPG10, we are happy to have you with us as usual. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. Good night, everyone.